You're watching ESPN America.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash with a silver hat about his head and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
No words capture the soul of the Oakland Raiders like the poem, The Autumn Wind. No man embodied that spirit like Al Davis.
We all tried to look and act a bit like Al, the ultimate Raider.
On October 8th, 2011, Al Davis passed away. The Raiders lost more than just an owner. They lost a legend.
I had a dream that someday I would build the finest organization in professional sports. The dream was to have the greatest players, the greatest coaches, play in the greatest games.
Here he is, fading, looking. He's under the gun. He's caught, he throws. It is! Oh, he caught it!
Unbelievable! He goes medium deep to Casper. Casper makes it over the shoulder catch. The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play.
There was no one like Al Davis, and there never will be again.
This man has given his whole life to professional football. He's been a scout, an assistant coach, and a head coach, and a commissioner, general manager, and an owner. Tell you, just win, baby, is one thing. Al Davis just won, baby.
Under his watch, the Raiders had a 20-year span with the greatest record in professional sports.
He's going all the way! Old man Willie!
You have to have a commitment to excellence. It should be a way of life for you.
Plunkett drops back to pass. He looks over the middle. He's got it. Touchdown Raiders!
Your commitment to excellence and your will to win will endure forever. You were magnificent.
Plunkett giving to Allen, sending him wide left. He has to reverse his field, but he gets away for a moment. Comes back up the middle of 30, 25, 40. Breaks past 2 minutes to 50. Down to the 40. Picking up a block. And touchdown Raiders! Holy Toledo!
Davis wanted the best players, no matter the color of their skins.
We went into many of the predominant black schools to take a lot of the players. We called it an untapped reservoir. We wanted to win.
He broke down racial barriers and relished creating opportunities.
You got to understand, it's the only way to play this game is you got to get down in the dirt and get nasty. Let's go.
The Frank Sinatra of football, you know, he did it his way.
You just don't pick players for the way they play now. You pick players for the way they're going to be 2-3 years down the road.
With the 17th choice in the NFL Draft 2000, the Oakland Raiders select Sebastian Janikowski.
Can he do it from 63? Kondo snap to Leckler. Good. Jano has it away. I think he may have the distance. It is. Goal! He made it! He made a 63-yard field goal to tie the all-time NFL record.
When we came out of the huddle, we weren't looking for first downs. We didn't want to move the chains. We wanted touchdowns. I wanted the quick strike, the home run.
McFadden gets the edge, 30, 35, 40. Midfield, McFadden breaks a tackle. He's gone! Darren McFadden gallops into the end zone. A 70-yard run.
Imagining the Raiders without Al Davis is nearly impossible, but his impact on his team and the entire NFL will never fade.
I think that I've known every facet of this game whether in collaboration or in opposition when it was necessary. I love the game, I love the league, I love my team.
There are many words that characterize Davis's legacy: renegade, maverick, pioneer, visionary. But the one that meant more to him than any other is this one: winner.
The fire that burns brightest is the will to win.
Al, we love you. We know that you're watching over this team. We love you, and we're going to keep playing. We're going to keep playing like Raiders for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join in a moment of silence for legendary Hall of Fame leader of the Oakland Raiders, Al Davis, who died yesterday at the age of 82.
They will play this game with the profound loss of Al Davis, a man that embodied his franchise more than any single person has embodied any franchise in the history of American sport.
Everybody all in today. Let's go, man. Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Winner.
Sebastian Janikowski made long-distance strikes look easy with a pair of first-half field goals.
Janikowski from 55, and it's good. He made a 54-yarder earlier.
We're going to take what we want. The Raiders are coming at you.
Campbell, a quick throw out left, catch Hayward Bay, break a tackle, and you're gone.
And they've got the speed to do it, and they will do it.
Touchdown, Raiders! What a play by Hayward Bay.
Hey, I don't want to finish, baby. Hey, finish, Rook. Finish.
As the fourth quarter began, Oakland erased a 2-point deficit in just 2 plays.
Campbell out of the gun on third down. Time, steps up, throws, caught. It is going to be a Raider touchdown. It's a touchdown, and the Raiders have the lead back.
Momentum is a tricky thing to grab, and even harder to keep. The 2-2 Raiders weren't about to let it slip away.
Now here's Leckler to punt. Direct snap, Rock Cartwright down the sideline. Cartwright, first down, Raiders. It's a play Al Davis would be proud of.
What a play call.
Leading 25-17, Oakland displayed Davis's defensive philosophy.
The other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard.
They don't go, we win. They don't go, we win. So it's on us.
1:50 to play. The Texans are down 5, so it's up to the Raider defense here to win the football game. It is third down and 23. Schaub going to step up. He will throw one towards the end zone. It is caught by Joel Dreesen on the Raider 5-yard line. It is coming down to one final snap. Here we go to win the game or lose the game. Matt Schaub out of the gun. Final play. Time. He can run for it. He pumps now. He throws. It's intercepted by Michael Huff. The Oakland Raiders have won the game. Mark Davis, Al's son, saluting in the owner's box.
Al, this one's for you.
The emotion is just coming through for this franchise today. The Raiders win today in Houston, and they do it for Al Davis.
Losing that man hurt me more than you know. But you know what? Just like I told you, I know he loves you guys. Just like he loves his coaching staff and his organization. You know what your man did? You kept fighting because you know what? That's what that man will want you to do. That's what Raiders do. That's what Raiders do. It ain't gonna always be pretty. I never told you it wouldn't be hard, and I never told you it'd be pretty. But you know what? There's nothing like winning. Nothing like winning.
The Raiders returned home triumphant, a proper homage to their late owner.
Our first goal is to win. There is no substitute. Just win.
Al Davis's presence permeated the Coliseum as Raider Nation and the entire organization paid tribute.
Please direct your attention to the field where former Raider players representing 5 decades of football honor and pay tribute to Al Davis. Hall of Famer John Madden lights a torch in memory of and tribute to Al Davis, who declared that the fire that burns brightest in the organization is the will to win.
With the legends of the Silver and Black watching, the 2011 team wasn't going to let the visiting Browns spoil the day.
Second and goal, 4-yard line. McFadden off the left side. He's into the end zone.
It took Cleveland one series in the second quarter to tie the game. It took Oakland one play to untie it.
Jacoby Ford from the goal line, a yard deep, gets through 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Dawson down the sideline. Ford was not pushed out. He's still in bounds. Touchdown, Raiders. He did it again. 101 yards.
With Jason Campbell under center, the Raiders were in rhythm.
Campbell will run straight forward, and he dives. He's very close to a first down. This does not look good, the way he's holding that entire right arm.
Without him, Oakland's offense was out of sync, but its will to win was unshaken.
This will be a 53-yard attempt for Janikowski. They're going to fake it. Leckler throws wide open. Kevin Boss, touchdown! Raiders! 3rd and 3, Cleveland. 40 seconds to play. It's 4th down. They get a touchdown. They tie the game. McCoy throws right. It is incomplete. The Raiders hang out and win the game. The Raiders are 4-2. The alarming news and the injury to Jason Campbell.
They're going to have to go out and find somebody that has some kind of seasoning in the National Football League.
Oakland's starting quarterback was lost for the year, and its season was in flux.
I wanted the Raiders to create an environment where we could bring anyone in and let them be great. The Raiders will give you a second chance.
In true Raider fashion, Oakland acquired Carson Palmer, who had been retired. The former first overall pick and 2-time Pro Bowler showed flashes of his ability over the next 2 games.
What a throw by Carson Palmer.
Absolutely.
As Palmer adjusted to his new team, the Raiders fell to 4-4. Worse, they lost their most dangerous offensive weapon, Darren McFadden, to a season-ending foot injury.
Problems are normal. You have to keep your eye on what you're trying to do. The idea is to win.
All it's gonna take is who punches who last. We gotta keep swinging our front, baby. Hey, dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3. Dominate.
Raiders football has always been based on the vertical game, and Oakland's young receivers have the speed to make the big play.
A 41-yard gain there by Ford. He may have gotten hurt.
With Ford injured, Oakland needed another wideout to provide a downfield threat. Rookie Denarius Moore gave Palmer the receiver he needed.
Palmer rolls right, comes back middle now, darts one for the end zone, caught! Denarius Moore, touchdown! Raiders! Denarius Moore taking the game over.
Moore's second score gave the Silver and Black a 2-touchdown advantage.
Here, in front of the national TV audience, the world now knows Denarius Moore.
And that's why Carson Palmer is in Oakland, because of the arm strength. Good job up front.
Let's go, D. Hey, we gotta make plays now. When we got a chance to get our hands on the ball, we gotta make it.
Raiders 24, Chargers 17. Here's Rivers back, looking left. He's going bomb. And it is intercepted in the end zone. Matt Giordano.
As it did many times in 2011, Oakland's defense came up with a crucial stop.
I wanted the pressure defense. The idea is to disrupt the flow of the offense.
They've got one more play to go. Rivers is sacked by Tommy Kelly. He fumbles. It does not matter. The Raiders have won the game. They are 5-4, and the Raiders are in first place in the AFC West.
Man, we in first place. Remember that. Let's keep it right there. Let's keep it right there. Get them, Demo.
All right, fellas, say it with meaning and mean when you say it. Win on three. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Oakland put heavy pressure on Minnesota, forcing 5 turnovers.
Ponder going to roll to his left, chased by Bryant, throws middle, ball deflected up, intercepted by Tommy Kelly. The big man came away with the INT.
The silver and black took full advantage.
Palmer throws end zone, it is caught, touchdown, Raiders!
The Raiders' 24-7 lead was cut to just a touchdown in the fourth quarter. It was time for Oakland's defense to rekindle its fire.
Ponder back on 4th down, throws middle, broken up by Tyvon Branch. The Raiders take over on downs. What a play by Branch. They are 6-4.
We're in the hunt. Ooh, it's going to be a show, trust me. 7-4 after today.
After 11 weeks, the Raiders were in first place in the division. An impressive feat, considering the offensive talent that was sidelined. But when it comes to just winning, it takes all 3 phases of the game. Oakland's special teams ace, perennial Pro Bowl punter Shane Leckler, kept the NFL's most dangerous return man in check.
Shane Leckler's punt goes out of bounds at the Bears' 3.
Leckler will punt it from the 11-yard line. He blasts it. He just hit it right over Hester's head. Hester goes back. He will let it go into the end zone for a touchback. What a blast by Leckler. An 80-yard punt. That's what makes him the best.
What are you going to do, man? It's an 80-yard punt. I've never seen that before.
Equally impressive was first-time Pro Bowler Sebastian Janikowski.
Janikowski will try to establish a Raiders single-game franchise record and make a 6th field goal. Kondo will snap. Leckler pulls the high snap down. Jano has plenty of distance, and Sebastian Janikowski has made 6 field goals today.
There's plenty more records to be broken. State and we got plenty of football to play. A lot of guys going to start talking about the Oakland Raiders now.
The perfect finish would have been a return to the playoffs and a run at a Super Bowl.
Gafford will snap. Dustin Colquitt will hold. It is blocked. They will go to overtime. The Raiders start the overtime. It is sudden death. Palmer's got eternity. He's going to throw a bomb deep downfield for Hayward Bay. He's got it! And the Raiders are in field goal range right away. John Kondo snap to Shane Leckler is good. Janikowski has it up, and it is good! The Raiders have won in overtime.
However, not every story has a Hollywood ending.
They lose 4 of their last 5, and the Oakland Raiders are going to go without a postseason now for a 9th consecutive year.
An off-season of change had arrived too quickly. With the passing of Al Davis, the Oakland Raiders needed a new general manager for the first time in nearly 50 years. That man is Reggie McKenzie.
When you replacing an icon like Mr. Davis, it's a lot of changes. I've been in Green Bay for 18 years and I'm accustomed to a certain way of doing things. So the changes that I had to make was help get the Raiders organization back to winning.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get that on right now so we can go ahead and get started.
The one thing that Mr. Davis always talked about was once a Raider, always a Raider. And I believe that. I was drafted by the Raiders, and the traditions that I learned here always stayed with me. So a lot of the things that the Raiders were about, they're going to still be about. Coach them up, Clint.
Coach them up, coach them up. Like I always said, the one thing this team has is speed.
Yeah.
A lot of people that can run.
We'll see how physical we play once we get the pads on, but we definitely got enough. Looks like we got enough size. We had a lot of obstacles to overcome, but I think we've adjusted to change really well around this organization. I had to begin by bringing, my own coach here.
Reggie McKenzie said that his first course of business would be to identify the next head coach of the Oakland Raiders. Please welcome Reggie McKenzie and his guy, the new head coach of the Oakland Raiders, Dennis Allen.
The Oakland Raiders are a team with a rich tradition. Al Davis was a big part of developing that tradition and a big part of setting the foundation for what we are and what we're going to become.
Let's go on the hop. Don't walk around. Let's go.
This is a new day in Oakland Raider football. We're here to win a championship.
Dennis Allen may be the youngest head coach in the league, but beneath his youthful demeanor is a decade of NFL experience.
Good. Good. Make that guard think he's got a kick to you. Move his inside foot, and we'll win every time.
Okay, let's execute. Know what to do, know how to do it, execute it under pressure. Hustle out. Put the pressure on them, offense. Hustle out. Eyes. Ball, 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 ball. That's it. Big plays in a passing game. I like it.
I felt his passion for the game. I felt his ability to communicate. I think he's going to be a great communicator.
Be disciplined. Don't beat ourselves now, man. Don't beat ourselves. Be smart. We're counting on our players to make that play for us. All right? Got to make that one, okay? Got to make that one every time.
He showed that he has some leadership skills. I think the player's going to play for Coach Allen.
I'm playing flat.
Yep.
He said he needs to give me more air.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he does. No, he does. He does. Okay, but where the ball hits you.
Hands, I want to make it.
That's what I want. Okay? That's what I want.
They're going to play hard. They're going to play physical, and they're going to play like Raiders.
That's it. That's it. Good. Way to compete. Good job.
Competition, man, makes us all better. Competition makes us all better.
He had a plan, and it just so happened his plan coincided with my plan.
I'm telling you now, when you look at 93, 92, 77, 90, that's a big, good-looking group now. I'm just telling you.
The goals for the first season is to establish a culture of the way that we want to operate and do business at the Oakland Raiders. We're in this thing for one reason only, and that's to win football games, and we're going to try to win as many as we can.
We practiced like a championship football team today. We practiced the right way. We had the right mindset, and we had the right intent. We got to learn to be mentally tough enough and mentally disciplined enough to put one good practice on top of the next, on top of the next, on top of the next, and that's how you start building to get to the top of the mountain.
Super Bowls aren't won in training camp, but that's where the championship spark is lit. And when the autumn wind rises, that spark becomes a flame.
The fire within each and every one of us, it has to burn bright and burn bright to win.
This is an organization that has 3 world championships, so we're going to embrace the past and what the Oakland Raiders have been able to accomplish. But we're looking forward to really blazing our own trail and defining who we're going to become.
Al Davis always said the greatness of the Raiders was in its future. Although he is gone, his words and ideals will guide the franchise into a new era of silver and black football. The commitment to excellence will never wane, and the fire that burns brightest is still the will to win.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.